Hello, in this video, we'll be giving a tour of the Childcare Classrooms Scheduling Tracker. This is an efficient and easy-to-use Excel tool that's been designed to accommodate up to 12 classrooms, allowing you to uniquely customize each classroom. The classroom scheduling tabs have built-in features to assist with monitoring compliance with staff to student ratios, as well as maximum group capacities. And the daily overview tabs provide a bird's eye view of each weekday, showing you the details for up to 12 classrooms for each day and highlights any gaps in staff coverage, making it easy for you to identify areas that may need your attention. Before we begin, let's save our classroom scheduling tracker as a template and then create a new file to use for this week's entries. To do that, you simply navigate to File, Save As, and you'll want to select an area on your computer to save that in. And I'm going to save this as this week's date, start date of 7/31/23. So this saves us as a new file. And then each week, as I complete entry of making new adjustments to the schedule, I will save it for that under that week's file name. And then for the upcoming week, we'll save the file again, but name it as the new week's file. All right, now we're ready to start customizing our classroom details and begin entering schedules. So to do that, you will, for each classroom, you can click on the name placeholder and customize that to your unique classroom name. You can also customize the tab by double-clicking and then typing in your text. And you'll notice as you change the classroom names at the top that automatically your navigation pane will start to update according to how you've changed that. For each classroom, you want to indicate what your age group is. Select a staff to child ratio from the drop-down menu, and also indicate what the maximum group size is, also by using the drop-down menu. You can also customize your start and end time for the classroom, again, by selecting the time from the list of drop-down values. And as you do this, you notice that your time frames will automatically adjust in the table across the top here. You also have the ability to select what time interval you want to look at this, from 30 to 60 minutes. Again, that automatically updates depending on what you've selected. And then for each day, you want to indicate the number of students that are scheduled to be in the classroom. So you'll notice as I've entered 8 students, our alert pops up telling me that scheduled staff does not meet minimum requirements. And that's because we have not entered any staff information yet. To enter the staff details, you click in the cell and you enter the staff name, and you can also indicate what their position is or role. And as I enter this next staff member assigned to the classroom, you notice that the alert went away. That's because now I do have 2 scheduled staff members in the classroom. However, it's very important to note that this is just checking to make sure you have the correct number of staff members scheduled. You'll still need to monitor to make sure that you have coverage for the class time. To indicate how each staff member is allocated to the classroom for the staff time, you just put an X in the cell for each corresponding time frame. And a quick tip to easily fill in across is if you put your cursor in the cell and you see this little square light up in the corner, you can just grab that with your mouse and pull it across. And then you'll want to do that for each staff member that's scheduled in the classroom for that day. Now, to show you how the maximum capacity warning works, if I were to indicate that there are 9 children in this classroom for the day, it's going to tell me here, alert, scheduled students exceed maximum group size. And those dynamically will update depending on what you have entered for the students scheduled and how you've set your classroom up for the parameters at the top right-hand corner here. Then for each week, you'll enter the start date in the top right-hand corner. So if I were to enter 8/7/23, you'll notice that automatically the dates change. And that's calculated based on the first day that you've entered in the week start, and it automatically calculates for the week accordingly. All right, so you'll want to continue entering your staff for the rest of the week. And you'll notice that as you begin to build your week's template, that you can easily see where you have any gaps in coverage. So for instance, on Wednesday, you can see that the normally scheduled duo, we had a gap in coverage between 7 and 12:30. So this is how you would be alerted to make sure that you either enter or adjust the coverage or enter another staff member to make sure that there's sufficient coverage to meet your child to staff ratios. So you'll want to continue adding all of the details for all of your classrooms. Again, you can use your navigation buttons to the side to easily move from classroom to classroom. And then once you've entered all of your classroom details, we're ready to take a look at the Daily Overview tab. All right, so to navigate to your daily views, you can, from any classroom, you can navigate to the daily overview by selecting the appropriate weekday from the top of the screen up here. And then you'll notice that we now have navigated to Monday. And for Monday, you can see all 12 classrooms and what the schedules are. If there's any alerts, those are highlighted in yellow. So we can see that for classroom 4, there's a minimum staff required alert. So we can easily now navigate to classroom 4, make any adjustments that we need to. And you'll see that alert now goes away. And if we navigate back to Monday now, that alert is missing and you'll see the new details we've entered. You can do this for each day of the week. It gives you the staff schedule. And you can also easily print these print out in a one-page overview, so you can easily have that for record keeping or to display what your staff schedules are. And just as the daily overviews are configured for printing, so are the the weekly classroom schedule. And then for the last step in the process in maintaining your weekly schedule, you'll want to make sure that you save. So if you hit the save button at the top of your screen, that will save your file to the current file name that you have. You can also do file save from navigating to file and save on this menu. And then the very last step is that you'll want to go ahead after you've saved it and rename it for the next week. So I'm going to go ahead and name this for August 7th and save it. You'll notice that at the top of the screen, my file name changed. I'm going to go ahead and change this to 8/7/23. All of my dates are going to update. And now you're ready to go ahead and make any adjustments for your new week. And so then you could, delete any special fill-ins that you had, go ahead and customize that to how you need it, and then you're ready to start your new week. And then, of course, always remember to save that file as well. This concludes this training. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And thank you for watching.